Okay, there we go. Nice. Okay, and we are live now. That's great. That is good stuff here. We are live. I'm gonna pop this out here, and we got our chats up. Hello, everyone. Hopefully everyone is staying safe on this Monday afternoon. They did change that. That's ooh. Okay. Hopefully everyone is staying safe this afternoon. We have some activity happening down at the Alabama, Georgia, Florida line. We're also taking a look. Tomorrow is going to be a rather interesting day. Oh my. That is definitely going to be it's definitely going to be interesting tomorrow as to what's going to happen for sure. But we are keeping our eyes here at the current tornado watch that we do have. This is watch number 113, and it's active for another hour and 15 minutes. So for another hour and 15 minutes. Ooh. Definitely, yikes. This is WSV3. This is a piece of software that we do use here in the studio. We also do have, let me show you here. We do also have Radar Scope that we do use, and Radar Scope is very good. You know, you can see a lot of stuff on it, and it pulls directly from the radar sites through the National Weather Service. But we typically use this for tornado tracking. You know, looking at your velocities. You can check your reflectivity on the left, and if we wanted, we could even, you know, really go advanced with it. But we typically just leave it here for that. And then we primarily use our WSV3 here, as it's a very good overlay of everything. And we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning. This is a severe thunderstorm warning issued at 3:46 p.m., so a couple seconds ago. States that the hazard is 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail, and that it's been radar indicated. It's going to be affecting Lee very shortly. Direct locations impacted is Madison, Greenville, Lee, Hopewell, Cherry Lake, Hamburg, Hanson, and Panetta. And this came from Tallahassee, Florida, the NWS office. This is moving what appears to be southeast. Rivers Poppy, thank you for the follow. It's much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're also on TikTok, Twitch, Kick, and YouTube, and we do watch all the comments everywhere for that. Oops, sorry for the little feedback there. I was pulling up our Kick so we could start answering some questions that people may have. But yes, we do have live tracking over everything here. Thank you guys for all the likes. It's much appreciated. Now, if we are going to pull up our radar scope here, maybe. Yep. Okay, so this is the one that we are tracking right here. It's going to be the yellow polygon on your screens. This is the severe thunderstorm warning. Originally, we did have the tornado watch, which, oops, sorry about that, which we still do have. There's a tornado watch for Alabama, Florida, and Georgia, effective till 5 p.m. Only a couple tornadoes are possible with wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour. For wind gusts and isolated large hail, up to and over 1.5 inch is possible. But we do have, as we switch back here, we're actively monitoring the situation right now. What's going to happen is all this stuff has been moving eastward, and it's hitting the front to push it down south into Florida now. We were tracking last night a lot of storms that were coming out of Louisiana heading into Mississippi. So this is just a part of an extension. Now, we do have a very serious issue that I do want to bring up, and that is tomorrow. Tomorrow, we have the chance for large tornadoes again, just west. So it's going to be west of Chicago, and then down into Arkansas. So unfortunately, there is going to be, this is at a moderate risk right now. These were enhanced, which is going to be the orange that you see on your screen. And then we have the red. The red is where you're going to see most of the severe. Now, I am going to try to pull up the latest GIF. Which does show the outlook here. Give me 1 second, guys. I apologize here. Okay. 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 So you guys will see on your screen here, this is the day 2 or tomorrow convective outlook. This outlook here shows that we are going to have a very large risk of just that possibility. Now, as we take a look, I'm going to also now pull up the tornado outlook for tomorrow, which is through the National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center out of Norman, Oklahoma. The red hatched areas, which are the center, those are where you're going to see the largest risk for tornadoes. You know, we are going to take a look here. There is a 10% or greater probability, so there is a 15% chance of having, in the red area, a EF2 to EF5 tornado. That is a large concern that we do have, is the chance for tornadoes tomorrow. We wasn't expecting it last night. We wasn't expecting it to be enhanced like this, but it is. Sorry about that. So that is what we are unfortunately looking at. And as we take a peek back here and we start looking further into this storm that's moving through, the pink polygon outlines that you guys are seeing, the pink, those are the tornado watches. The yellow is a special weather statement. Basically, hey, heads up. And then your red is a severe thunderstorm warning, which, you know, we do have on the screen right over here. But this warning did just come out from Tallahassee. And we're currently pulling in some live scan data to try and see a bit further of what this storm is capable of. Feel free to ask any questions in the chat. Feel free to ask any questions. We are here to help. But we are tracking this currently in Florida. This is moving southeast into Florida, and right off of the Cape. For those who don't know, Cape Canaveral is where NASA is. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning, which is just south of Daytona Beach over here. Now, this isn't fully accurate. We'll pull up our radar scope here once this live scan data comes through. Is Lake Park, Georgia going to have a tornado? So let's take a look at where Lake Park is in relation to our radar. Okay, so Lake Park is right on the border here. So if we were to take a look here, Lake Park. So we actually do have Lake Park on the map. Lake Park is going to be right here. So even though you guys are in the tornado watch area, the primary focus and concern right now is south of you guys, thankfully. So granted, you are going to have a good bit of rain. It's not as strong as what's happening down in Madison, what just came through Greenville, and soon to hit Lee. Now that's where the concern is. You guys are just barely within the tornado watch number 113 that they issued today. You are welcome. That is no problem. And you guys are going to be largely unaffected tomorrow in regards to the outlook here that I'm pulling up. This is the tornado outlook as of most recently through Storm Prediction Center. Our main focus and attention is going to be around that 5% area, which is that brown you see, going into the yellow and ultimately the red. You're welcome, no problem. Wow, no way would I take my emergency weather news info from this uncertified dude. Well, I do actually have many certifications when it comes to weather. Yeah, so enjoy getting blocked. We don't tolerate none of that. I've been doing this for over a decade now. I don't put up with anything, and I don't think in many others. WX Studio, he bans people too. Yeah, if you got anything negative to say, you just get banned. We have mods for that as well. Completely. I mean, let's be honest, it's not hard to read a map and understand how convection works. I mean, You know, you could study it for 2 weeks, and weather rarely changes when it comes to radar. Now, I don't understand why people got to be so negative Nancy's. I truly don't. I mean, look at the map here. It's from the NWS. I mean, it's not like saying that Virginia's going to have a bunch of tornadoes. No. I mean, just some people. But no, you guys are welcome there. And I don't get paid for this. I don't get paid to do this. I do this out of the goodness of my heart. You know, we covered the tornado watch last night that the Weather Channel, Weather Nation, and AccuWeather and local news just wasn't covering, you know, right? Because, well, it's not an outbreak. The outbreak's done. No need for that. But, yep, no problem at all. But yeah, right now we are watching this severe thunderstorm warning. And they did issue a special weather statement downwind of once it gets past Lee, Florida. Special weather statement here. We're going to pull it up and take a peek here. Saying wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour and pea-sized hail. This includes locations such as Live Oak, Suwannee Springs, Suwannee River State Park, and New Bern. And I do notice that the National Weather Service, they issue more of the special weather statements. They don't issue you know, really any of the advisories anymore. I just like watching the radar. I'm listening to local news as well. People, oh yeah, people just like to be bullies. And I mean, I just looked. He was a I think a former firefighter in paramedic or EMT and a dispatcher. So he's already salty to begin with. I mean, I was in that field. I did it for quite a while. I get it. People hate their lives. Hate their wives and hate their lives. But we're here to spread news and valuable information. You know, you don't see me also out here. I won't say any creators' names, but rather large people in the weather who rarely cover the weather anymore. They just did it for the views. Who likes to drive expensive trucks caked in their logos. I saw that in the name. Yeah, I did that for 8 or 9 years. I was a volunteer. So I totally get it being salty. Totally get it. But yeah, this is starting to move. We do have, let me take a look here. We may have some hail start to come down here. I'm taking a peek. There is the chance for hail. It's at about 61 dBz, so it's possible that there could be some hail coming into Madison right now. If anything, it's going to be very small size hail. Very small. And if you're watching us on Twitch, TikTok, Kick, or YouTube, we're watching all the chats. So no matter where your comments are, they will be seen, answered if possible, and we appreciate it. This is the scope that we're looking at now. The severe thunderstorm warning that did occur down in and off of the Cape Canaveral here, that had expired. There's a special marine warning though off of the Cape. I'm about to also pull up radar scope here. just to show you guys. And I don't know if they're going to extend the tornado watch, which it was that pink box that you guys were seeing here. It is this red box. I don't know if they're going to extend it or not. These are mostly going to move and make its way down into Jacksonville. But there is a possibility that it could even push a little bit more up north and skim past the north part of Jacksonville. We're still watching to make sure. Our biggest concern is just this little area. I mean, I don't expect them to extend the tornado watch. The watch number 113 it's going to expire at 5 p.m. Eastern time. It's 4:03 now, so it's got roughly 56 minutes left of it. I don't expect it to be extended in any way. And we're going to hop back over here to our primary program. A lot of this is just rain. Your severe portions are going to be where you see the darker red going into the pink and the white or blue. That's going to be where your strongest points are. And it looks like Lee is getting the front of this now. Looks like Lee is going to be receiving those downdraft winds as this exits the tornado watched area. I guess they did I guess they didn't extend it. They just kind of hatched this area into that tornado watched portion, which kind of looks a little bit like Texas in a way. Thank you guys for joining in. Much appreciated here. And if you got any questions, feel free to ask. I am here to help you guys and explain stuff when it comes to weather, radar, chasing, media brokering, whatever you want to call it when it comes to weather. I've seen a lot. I've done a lot. Okay. I was just taking a look there, screenshotting something for later. We're talking about some different radar sites, and I didn't want to lose track of what I was talking about. So yeah, this is starting to leave that watched area. Tomorrow we will be live, probably for most of the day. Once things start popping off and convection starts to turn up, we'll most likely be live for most of tomorrow. It's going to be rather interesting to see how those circumstances play out. But yeah, I mean, everything else seems to be um, rather calm. The calm before the storm. And we got some new live scan data coming in here. There we go. I'm going to take a look here at some of our velocity scales. Yeah, nothing to be concerned or worried about as of now. What site is this? That's what's great is this is kind of in between two radar sites. It's in between VAX and Tallahassee, so we're able to kind of get two views of this storm. It definitely helps. For example, we're coming out of VAX here. And if we want to come out of Tallahassee, which is one that issued that, we could take a look at how it looks from the back end of the storm. Looks just a little bit different. Not much, but just a little bit. But we'll come into the blind here and stay up on VAX. But this should this tornado watch should definitely expire come 5 p.m. here Eastern time. That's that pink, this whole pink polygon for you guys looking is tornado watch number 113 that was issued earlier today. Yeah, this shouldn't be any further issues coming in now. Tomorrow again, as I said, tomorrow is definitely the day that we are going to be live for most of it, and basically just hoping nothing bad happens. Arkansas has already seen a lot within this past week, and so we're hopeful that tomorrow basically is a minor event, that there's no injuries or anything of that nature, but there is a high risk of tornadoes, unfortunately. For those looking at it, it is, sorry, I'm watching this other screen. It's a 15% chance that an EF2 to an EF5 is capable within the red hatched areas, within 25 miles of those points that you see. So that is just one of the concerns tomorrow. So hopefully nothing like that happens. But this will take us to the end of this broadcast, and we'll be live tomorrow, or if anything drastic starts to happen, so be sure to hit the follow, subscribe button to get notifications of when we go live. and we will definitely follow up here.